Hey, what's up, everybody? This is Mike here at Roll Comics, and this will be the stream for this week's new releases on January 19th, this coming Wednesday. I'll be going over all the Marvel, DC, Image, Dark Horse, Boom, essentially all the logos that you see there. Oh, let me turn this down. All those logos that you see there, you'll be hearing from all of those companies, I'm sure, except maybe Dark Horse, perhaps. But all the other ones, definitely. So without further ado, let's get it started with, actually, let me get rid of this scene transition and do this bad boy. There we go. All right, we start off with DC, as always. And here we have Aquaman, The Becoming. This is issue number 5, which is the penultimate issue, because this is a 6-issue miniseries. This one here is by David Talaski. Let me see. Let me highlight this. Yeah, Talaski. Okay. It had the 3 dots, the ellipses, so I thought maybe there might have been something more than just Talaski, but clearly not. But I do like this cover. And this one here is from Carrie Randolph, and this is the B cover. Up next, we have Batman the Knight, number 1. This is the latest DC miniseries by Chip Zdarsky, and I don't know who's doing the artwork, but Carmine, let me get it here. Carmine Di Giandomenico is handling the art duties for the cover there, while Greg Capullo is doing the B cover. And why is this stuff not locked? Okay, sorry about that. Up next, we have Batman versus Bigby, A Wolf in Gotham, number 5. This is also the penultimate issue of this 6-issue miniseries. This looks like it's Yannick Paquette doing the art duties there. And this one here, this is the V cover. And this is by Brian Level and Jay Leisteen. Leiston, Leisten. And this is the cardstock variant. Here we have Black Manta. This is issue number 5. Also a penultimate issue. I like the word penultimate, so I'm very happy I'm getting to say it. This is the 3rd time this stream. I am so excited about this. It's the little things in life you have to appreciate, you know? This is by Jorge Fornes, and this is the A cover for this 6-issue miniseries. And here we have the B cover by Sanford Green, and I gotta say, I like them both. I do. Here we have Blue and Gold, issue number 5. Another, wait, no, darn it, that's an 8. Okay, I thought it was, but this is an 8-issue miniseries, so this is only issue number 5. But this cover here is by Ryan Sook, and there is a variant cover featuring Peacemaker and one of the best characters on the Peacemaker show, Vigilante. By the way, let's see what Philosophical Pickle has to say. I'd love to start reading that Black Manta run. You know, I bet you would. And with one more issue, then you'll have the entire set. See? And then you can go on reading the Vigilante series that I'm sure they're going to be working on, right? Because he is your favorite character in the TV show. Here we have Catwoman. A nice simple cover right there for issue number 39. And that cover is by Jeff DeCal. D-E-K-A-L. I hope, I know there isn't going to be any professionals listening, but if there are and I happen to slaughter your name, I do apologize. No. Vigilante. That's not how you say it. Vigilante. See, you have to realize as a comic book fan, like people that actually read the comic book, as one of those people, you have to realize that sometimes with both Marvel, DC, whatever they're going to be adapting, 7, 8 times out of 10, they're not going to do it the way it is that you read it. So, because trust me, Adrian Chase in the comics is nothing like the complete polar opposite of what you see on Peacemaker. Trust me on this. So, you know, you just Smile and wave, boys. Smile and wave. And what wouldn't there be the smile? I mean, look at this Jenny Frison cover. Jenny Frison, hands down, any cover she does is incredible. Her stuff is awesome. I love the way the way she draws her eyes, too. It's just incredible. Here we have a Detective Comics cover for issue number 1049. This is Irvin Rodriguez with the photorealistic covers that he's been doing for Detective. And as always, thankfully, there is a Lee Bermejo cover, and that's this badass cover right here. This came so close to being the thumbnail, but I was like, you know what? I've had... granted, DC's been putting out like a ton of Bat comics, but I was like trying to switch it up a little bit, so that's why I went with the She-Hulk, and it's also Jen Bartel doing the She-Hulk cover, so can't go wrong with that. But this came close. This came very, very close. And then I also had to figure out, because since this is, as you're seeing it on the screen right now, you see how it's like the left side of the screen. I have to figure out what I'm going to put, like what color I'm going to put in the other one. And my Photoshop skills are really like, basic. So usually what I do is I just like, maybe use the ink blotter thing or whatever, and just like grab a pixel from this image here and then make it, well, whatever. That's behind, you don't care about that stuff. So anyways, so instead I went with Jen Bartel because it's yellow. Pretty basic. Here we have Green Lantern. This is issue number 10 by Bernard Chang. Or sorry, issue number 10, cover A by Bernard Chang. And this is cover B by Alan Qua, Q-U-A-H. And this is the cardstock variant. Dude, I gotta tell you, I mean, this cover's okay. It's not as good as the last cover, because the last cover, both of them, both the A and the B for Green Lantern, were excellent. And I do like this B cover here, definitely. Here we have Icon and Rocket, Season 1. And this is issue number 5, which is the penultimate issue for this 6-issue miniseries. And this is, the art here is by Tormund Clark. All right, let me just make sure that is his entire name. Because again, yes, okay, there we go. And this B cover here, which is actually pretty cool too, this is by Doug Braithwaite. And that's also a cardstock cover too, by the way. Here we have Looney Tunes, number 264. Keep it going, please, 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 please. Nightwing, number 88. This is cover A by Bruno Redondo. This is going to debut Nightwing's updated costume. Notice it is still blue, thank God. During all this nonsense, because there was this thing on Twitter a couple days ago trending about some dude that, they wanted him for Nightwing or whatever, wrong. But they also said, oh, I want the red. And it's like, please stop. Please stop the madness. But here is the B cover. This one is by Jamal Campbell, and I do love his stuff. Right there with Babs. Love it. Love it. What's up, Belle? How's it going? Figured you'd come in. I mean, I'm talking about DC, right? What's up next? What do we have next? Here's Nubia and the Amazons. This is the A cover, and this is by Daryl Banks, who I haven't seen in a while. I'm surprised he's actually still doing art. Yeah. And here is the B cover. This one here is by Brittany Williams. This is also a cardstock cover. And yes, there's actually, I've seen it because I do follow Gail Simone and Nicola Scott. And Gail's a good writer. She wrote Secret Six, one of the greatest DC comics ever in history. And Nicola Scott drew, like, her art is incredible. She also did art for Secret Six, but she's also done Wonder Woman a lot. And she also did Nightwing too, and they always talk about Nightwing's ass a lot. So I'm sure that's a thing. But yes, you are definitely, I think they do that with that in mind. And you know what? I'm confident enough in my sexuality to say I'm okay with it. As long as you guys like it, there you go. Here is the cover for Robins number 3. This is the halfway point for this 6-issue miniseries. And this is by Baldemar Rivas, right here. And I do actually kind of like this because you got the Joker thing going there, and then you got the Robins in the middle there getting squeezed. And here is the, speaking of sexually appealing covers, this is the Marcus Toe workout cardstock variant, and that is Tim, I believe. Last cover was Steph, and then the cover before that, I think, was Jason, maybe the first one, or maybe it was Dick. No, I think the first one was Dick. And then, whatever, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. We're on number 3 now, so. Here we go. This is King Shark, number 5. Another penultimate issue with art by Trevor Hairsane. And this one here, which I like better, is by Sia Ohm. And yes, oh, you know what? There's also a third cover by Carrie Andrews, which I do like too. That is, that's pretty badass right there. Eagly, look at him, he's right there. Here we have Supergirl, Woman of Tomorrow, number 7. Another penultimate issue. I got to go play the lottery, man. This is like Christmas. This cover here is cover A, and this is by Bilquis Evely, I think is how you pronounce her name. All I know is her art is really good. I don't know exactly. Excuse me, I don't know exactly how to pronounce her name. But here's the B cover, and this is by the aforementioned Nicola Scott. She's awesome. I love her stuff a lot. Here we have Superman, Son of Kal-El, number 7. This is cover A by John Timms. And here we have the B cover by Travis Moore. Now, I wonder if in DC's continuity these days, Superman or John could actually hold his breath, because it doesn't look like he's doing so good there. Here we have Wonder Woman. This is issue number 783, and this is by the Dodsons, Terry and Rachel. Here is Will Murray, I think is how you pronounce his name. But he does some really... This is, I think, his third Wonder Woman cover, and I've dug each and every one of them. So, yes, please keep doing them. And last but not least, this is the final DC title for this week, Wonder Woman Evolution. This is issue number 3 of this 8-issue miniseries. And this cover here is by Mike Hawthorne, while this B cover is by Juliet Neca, I believe. That's how you pronounce her name. And there you go. That is DC for the week. Over in Marvel Land, in the marvelous Marvel Land, here we have Amazing Spider-Man. Now, at the moment, I don't know what number it is, but I'm going to remedy that with a quickness. Here we go. This is issue number 86, and this one is by the always awesome Arthur Adams. Art, if you're nasty. This is a classic homage variant by Mike McCone, and I believe this was, I want to say this was one of the three issues that Carnage premiered in. But whatever it is, I mean, I wasn't necessarily a big fan of the symbiotes. And I'm not saying the other word that they kept saying in Venom. Screw that. Here we have Avengers. Oops. Oh, damn it. I got ahead of myself. Here we have Avengers, issue number 52. And I don't know what's going on this cover here. I do see Wolverine and Ghost Rider. And I think they look like Thanos back there and whatever else. But I do know Jason Aaron is still writing it, so... there is that. And as I've already spoiled, there is Ben Reilly Spider-Man right here. This is issue number 1. And here is the Scotty Young variant right there. I like that. I like that one. Doctor Strange, the death of Doctor Strange, rather, gets an X-Men Black Knight tie-in. This is issue number 1. There will only be one issue. And then this is the B cover. Here is Defenders. This is the final issue of this 5-issue miniseries. This is cover A, which is a cool cover. I'm sure it's by Rodriguez. And this, though, is cover B by Mike Allred. And this came so close to being the thumbnail for this week. But I went with She-Hulk instead. because I figure, okay, yeah, people are going to see Doctor Strange, but people aren't going to know that that's Silver Surfer in the background, nor do they know Harpy or the other two dudes in Surfer, one in Surfer's neck and the other one in his shoulder. So I went with She-Hulk instead. Always go with the chicks. Come on. Devil's Reign, Villains for Hire. This is issue number 1. I believe this is a 3-issue miniseries, although I could be mistaken. No, actually, you know what? No, it is a 3-issue miniseries. The only thing I don't know for sure is who did this cover, but it's okay because you see it right there, and it does look kind of cool. And then there is the B cover. Here is Devil's Reign. Now, this is the X-Men. This is a 3-issue miniseries right there. This is the X-Men tie-in. There's that one. And there is this B cover by Williams. I don't know what his first name is, but his last name is Williams. Here we have Eternals, number 9. I'm wondering if that's Gilgamesh. But I don't know. I don't know what they look like in the comics. And this is Hulk number 3. Which, after reading number 2, I don't know what's going on in this book. But there is a really cool classic homage variant for this. And it is this one right here by David Nakayama. Here we have Miles Morales, Spider-Man, number 34. And you know what? Give him a name already. Give him a name, not Spider-Man. Stop giving characters the same name. I mean, if the previous iteration of that character is dead, then by all means, if you want to pass it on or something like that. But don't have the 2 characters running around the Marvel Universe with the same name. That's just lazy, okay? Here we have Moon Knight, which, by the way, there should be a Moon Knight trailer. I don't know exactly when it is going to premiere, but there should be one tonight. And you might actually get a reaction from me. I haven't decided yet, but we'll see. But this is issue number 7. Here we have Phoenix Song Echo, number 4. You know what that means. It's a 5-issue miniseries, so that means that this is the penultimate issue of Phoenix Song Echo. And here we have the B cover by Ashley Witter. Witter. Yes, Witter. And I do like Ashley stuff a lot. So I'm glad to see her doing some Marvel stuff. It's definitely cool. And here we go. This was the thumbnail. She-Hulk, number 1. And this cover here is by Jen Bartel. Belle says, I like Moon Knight. Oh, if you like that Moon Knight cover, Belle, you should see one of the variants. I didn't put it up there, but oh my God, that variant is hot, man. But yeah, I mean, that cover looks good too, but the other one, really, really cool. Here we have a variant for She-Hulk. This one is by Artgerm. And you know what? There was this little controversy. Well, a little controversy among the neckbeards of the YouTube community who try to gatekeep comics. And they got upset because Jason Aaron in The Avengers decided to cross the Red Room from Black Widow with She-Hulk and gave us like a hulked out version of She-Hulk. You know, it was all basically like male musculature and stuff like that. And they lost their minds. And it's like, well, why don't you guys wait to see what the storyline is before acting as if you even care about She-Hulk? Because there's a lot of that going on online now where people, like for instance, the latest thing is about Batgirl's costume. And I think I discussed this on the last stream that I did. But yeah, just stop being disingenuous. That's all I have to say. What's this? Bill says that actor is going to kill the role. Now, do you mean that in a good way or a bad way? Because Tatiana is a really good actress. I mean, on Orphan Black, she killed it. Like, she played almost every... I mean, there were like male roles in there. I wasn't too sure if she was playing them or not because she was that good. Every character she played was like an individual person. So if you mean it in a good way, then yes, I agree wholeheartedly. But I can't wait to see what it's going to look like because I know whatever she's going to do great in it. Here we have the Adam Hughes variant for She-Hulk, number 1. And the Scotty Young variant right there. Here we have Silk, number 1. Brand new Silk. I believe this is a 5-issue miniseries. I could be wrong. This might be an ongoing. I mean, those are the only 2 options. 5 are ongoing. So let's let me get ongoing, because I don't know who's doing the interior art, but I do like this cover by In-Hyuk Lee. And I love this cover. This is by Davi Go, I believe. It just says Go variant, but I do believe it's Davi. But I do like this one a lot. And then there's this one here by Mock, M-O-K. M-O-K, where we go? Oh, well, Oscar Isaac. Yeah, Oscar Isaac is good too. I don't know if he's as good as Tatiana, but Moon Knight, yeah. I just hope he really doesn't keep that accent. And somebody said that might be one of his personalities, and I'm hoping that's what it is, because that accent was like too Mary Poppins for me. And I mean that literally. Like, it sounded like it was from Mary Poppins. Dick Van Dyke. I loved him in Mary Poppins, but like, dude, like, you know, the accent. But yeah. Silver Surfer Rebirth. This is issue number 1. And this features Ron Mars and Ron Lim, 2 of the guys that were responsible for the awesome Silver Surfer run in the 90s. And Ron, and both of them, they haven't missed a beat. Like, I read this issue, and it is good. It is really good. And it also takes place during their run. Here we have Star Wars Dr. Aphra. This is issue number 18. Star Wars High Republic, issue number 13. This is by Ann Nindito. And actually, I do like this cover better, but this is the cover. Oh, this is the A cover. I didn't. See, what I had to do is, for some reason, when I download the Marvel images, they don't segregate. They don't organize them in a way that they should be, like DC or the Independent. But this is the A cover, and this is by Phil Noto, I believe. Yeah, it looks like Phil Noto. Here we have Strange Academy, issue number 15. Venom. Now, this is a second printing for issue number 1. This one has a different cover from the original number 1 issue. And here is Venom number 4. This is a brand new issue. There's also the Venom number 4 Yarden, David Yarden, classic homage. And honestly, I am sick of this pose. Like, this has been, Dynamite just recently did it with like Army of Darkness or Ash, you know, whatever from Evil Dead, Vampirella, Red Sonja, like all the characters in this pose. Like, this is like, please stop with this now. I mean, it's just, and last but not least, this is 10 Lives of Wolverine. This is issue number 1, and I believe this is going to be a bi-weekly series, maybe bi-weekly miniseries kind of thing. And there's also going to be another one, but to be honest with you, I haven't really been thoroughly impressed with the X-Men recently. Now that Hickman is done, and he's actually been done for a little while, it seemed. But yeah, so what are you going to do, right? Last but not least, here we go with the Independents, my friends. This is Animal Castle, issue number 2, cover A. And this one is cover B. Here we have Aerosmith, number 1. This is from Kurt Busiek and Carlos Pacheco. And that is Aerosmith Behind Enemy Lines, right there. Here is cover B. This one is by Dave Johnson. Cover C by J.G. Jones. And cover D by Howard Chaykin. Bolero, issue number 1. This is the Luano Vecchio cover. Number A. I just said number A. Letter A. Here's the B cover by Jim Mahfood. And the C cover, I forgot what her first name is, but it's by Lovette. Love. I think she's French, so it's Love. Not Lovette. Here is Guillaume March, Laura, and Other Stories. This is issue number 3. That is cover A right there by Guillaume March. And there is a B cover that I'm about to show you. This one is by Monica, oh boy, Palos, P-A-L-O-S-Z. Yes. Homesick Pilots, issue number 10. This is cover A. And this is cover B by Romero, whomever Romero is. But this is a sick cover. I like this. King Spawn, issue number 6. This is the A cover. And this is the B cover by Fernandez. Here we have Lady Mechanica, cover A. Oh, sorry, it's Lady Mechanica, Monster of Ministry, cover A. And there is cover B. Here is Maw. Unfortunately, this is the final issue, issue number 5. Christiantina. There we go. Cristantina. And this one here is by Del Duca. Primordial, issue number 5. You know what that means. The penultimate issue. This one is by Sorrentino. This one here is by Francavilla. This one here is by Shimizu. And I like all 3. Definitely. I think I like this one the most, though. Maybe this one here. Actually, no, this one. Because I just noticed there's a bunch of monkeys right there, and they're cute. They're holding each other. I like that one. But yes. One of these days I'm going to sit down and I'm actually going to read this series. Maybe when it's done. It's got one more month to go, so I'll probably sit down once all 6 come out. But I've liked the art inside. Sorrentino. Sorrentino does some great art. Andrea Sorrentino. Here we have A Righteous Thirst for Vengeance by Rick Remender and Andre Lima Arujo. This is issue number 4. Here we have Silver Coin, issue number 8. This cover is by Michael Walsh, I believe. And this one is by Tyler Boss. And the writing is by Matthew Rosenberg. See, what they do in this is like an anthology, and they switch out the writers, but the artist is the same. So I guess I kind of like it. I do like anthologies, but usually I like anthologies when both the writer and the artist is different for each story, because that way, you know, you get like sample new artists, new writers, you know, that kind of thing. But yeah, I like Michael Walsh's art, so I'm good with this. Most definitely. Here we have Time Before Time. This is issue number 9. And for some reason in my head, I always hear Cyndi Lauper with Time After Time, but that's just me. Or at least Randy on My Name is Earl. This is Declan Shalvey right here with his variant cover. Or sorry, this is the A cover. This is the main cover. And this one here is by Danny. I don't know if Danny has a first name, but that's all it says. Here we have Teenage Mutant Punk Frogs. I almost came close to making this a thumbnail too, but I was like, nobody's going to know what the hell this is. And to be honest with you, I didn't know what the hell it was. And then only now did I read the title where it says Teenage Mutant Punk Frogs. So I don't know what's going on in the Turtle universe, but yeah, Cowabunga. Issue number 125. This one here is by Sophie Campbell. And this is the variant cover by Kevin Eastman. And you know, it really sucks because they never have the Eastman variant for us to see. We just have to order this sight unseen. And sometimes if he does a good cover, I'm going to want to get extra copies, but whatever. It's been a ongoing thing for, I don't even know how long it's been now, 11 years, 12 years, 12 years. Holy crap. Wow, 12 years, yeah. Here we have The Walking Dead. This is number 31. Basically what this is, for those that don't know, Robert Kirkman, in his effort to get more money, potentially for lawsuits, future lawsuits, he is now reprinting The Walking Dead in color, because when they first released it, it was in black and white. Now, what he also does, in addition to giving you new covers and color again, is he'll reprint the letter pages, the letter column, and he'll also do a commentary. Usually it's like a page or two, maybe sometimes three, and he'll describe, like, you know, the thought process and stuff like that, which is actually cool. I do like that. So, I mean, I like the dude, but I do like that aspect of it. And, yes, Ian, they were what were they? It was Teenage Mutant Ninja Frogs, if I remember correctly. Oh, no, sorry. Teenage Mutant Punk Frogs. So, yes, that is exactly what they are. See? Right there. And it looks like there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 of them, maybe? So, yeah. Yep. Here we have the cover B. This one here is by Charlie Adler, the regular artist of The Walking Dead. Actually, he took over with issue number 7 and did it until the end. So, props to him. This one here, though, I really dig this one. This is by Mike Del Mundo. And Mike Del Mundo also did covers for, and actually I think he might have done the interiors too for Kang, the recent Kang miniseries. But his covers, his art is incredible. He did an Elektra series, miniseries. Actually, no, I think it was originally an ongoing, and then they canceled it early or whatever. But his art in there was mind-blowing, man. Like, other than Simone Bianchi doing a rogue, you know, that I've described before as being willing to sell one of my kidneys so I could afford to commission Simone Bianchi to do the rogue, I would definitely buy, because I'm not into, like, pages, like buying, like, artist pages or whatever, but Del Mundo's pages in Elektra were incredible. Incredible. So, yeah, this is the last book for the Independents right here. This is issue number 10 of We Only Find Them When They're Dead. And this is by Al Ewing and Simone DeMeo. And this is by DeMeo right here. And this one here, let's see who this is by. Let's find out together, shall we? Infante. This is by Infante. And Digi says, why are they reprinting them in color? It's called money. And when you do it, you're able to sell the same thing twice. Once in color, once in black and white the first time, and then second time in color, because Kirkman doesn't want to do anything original now, I guess, because he's just raking in that sweet, sweet Invincible money. And also, well, they're wrapping up The Walking Dead, so. But yeah, that's the only thing he's really doing right now. I don't think he has an ongoing series that I could think of. No, I don't think he does. Oh, wait, no. I don't know. But yes, no, it's strictly because he wants money. He's trying to earn money, so that's the only reason. I mean, I have to admit, it does look a little bit better, but I was used to it in black and white, so, you know. But it is an upgrade. And if you haven't read The Walking Dead, that would be a pretty good way to do it, because you get it in color again, and you also get to see his thought process on some of the pages, some of the issues, you know. I mean, in most of the issues. So, yeah. So I'd recommend that, actually. Exactly, Ian. It is definitely 110% capitalism. And you know what? That's something our founding fathers were proud of, I guess, right? That's how we always that's the metric we always hold everything to, is what our founding fathers thought. Like, you know, about 100 years ago. 100 years ago? 1776. Yeah, about 200. Whatever. I don't even care. It's just, you should stop doing that, because that was then. This is now. You have to, you know, modernize everything, bring things into the present and stuff like that, and take the considerations, because there was no internet back then either. So, oh my God, what were our founding fathers think about the internet? Like, you know, really? Stop it. Come on. Stop it. Nonsense. But that, my friends, is it. That brings us to the end of this stream. This, what I have shown you for the past 36, 37 minutes pretty soon, is what is dropping this Wednesday in your local comic store. And if you do not have a local comic store, or if you don't like your local comic store, feel free to hit me up at any of those. See where it says, oh, you know what? You don't even have to worry about the two things below it. Just go to rocomics.online. And it has all the links there for all the social media that I am forced on a daily basis to participate in. Get in touch with me, and I will hook you up. Believe that. And that's it. Thank you guys for watching. Thank you for commenting. Ian, Digizero, Bell, Tony was at the beginning, and yes, even Pickle. You might hear from me a little later on tonight once the Moon Knight trailer, teaser, whatever it is, drops. I don't know yet. I haven't actually decided, but gonna see. Anyways, as always, guys, thank you for watching, and have a great new comic book day.